everyone, it's Brennan. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a very exciting weekend reading vlog. I say exciting for two reasons. One, this is the first weekend I've had off in 14 weekends. That is so exciting. I work two part-time jobs, so I just end up working most weekends, which works out well for me with school and everything. But I have the weekend off. I also have Monday off, so I have a 3-day weekend, and I am reading Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson, the 4th book in his Stormlight Archives. And look how beautiful the cover is without the dust jacket on. I don't have the dust jacket on it right now, but here you go if you're interested. Also another beautiful cover. But this book came out on November 17th and I just started it a couple days ago. I am 200 pages into this 1,200 page book and it's so good. I'm so excited to be back in this universe, this world. Brandon Sanderson has his Cosmere universe where his Stormlight Archive series and his Mistborn series take place in, but on different worlds. And the world that we're on in the Stormlight Archives is Roshar is the continent, I believe. I read Oathbringer, which is the 3rd book in the series, like exactly a year ago. So it's been a little while since I've been in this universe. And I didn't reread any of the books before I got started on this 4th book, and I've been okay so far. I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. Gizmo's so cute stretching over there. And my December TBR posted today, and when I was talking about Rhythm of War in it, I feel like I kind of gave some spoilers, but maybe if you haven't read it, then you wouldn't like know that it was spoilery, but oh well, maybe it will just make some people interested in the series. So I feel kind of scared to talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil this for anyone. It's just such a big fantasy world that has obviously had a lot of world building done in these first 3 books. So, like I said, it's hard to go into it without spoiling anything, but this series is adult high fantasy, I suppose you would call it. And it is set in a world that has a never-ending series of world-ending wars, kind of like an apocalypse. And we think that the series of those events that basically end the world has stopped, but then we start having some events take place that show another one of these desolations, is what they're called, is happening. That's really vague, but we go from there. We have different races of people on this world, but we also have different species of people, and they have conflicts with each other. Really interesting. We have some magic abilities that have not been seen in a while, and that's another sign that one of these desolations is coming. And this has multiple perspectives. We have a perspective from Kaladin, who is a surgeon, which is kind of like a physician, who had to become a soldier, who then became a slave, who now is a soldier again. I would say he's my favorite perspective because he struggles with his mental health. He definitely has some depression and occasional suicidal thoughts. So if that's a trigger for you, be aware. But I love him. I love his story. I love his personality. I love him. I love Kaladin. And we also follow Shallan, or Shallan, however you want to say her name, who is a scholar. I should say, in this world, only the women know how to read, and the women are traditionally your scholars and scientists, unless you are an ardent, which is kind of like a monk, and then if you're a guy, you can learn to read then. But so Shallon is a scholar. She's a very established artist. She can draw really well, and in the beginning of the series, she is kind of like a thief. Her family has had some debts. She has some brothers, and she has a dad who are kind of scummy individuals. I don't know, but Shallon's trying to help her family pay off their debts. So she is, in the beginning of the series, going to study under the princess of this world, who is another scholar, and she wants to steal an article of technology that this princess has in order to help her family get out of its debts. And her family's also gotten tangled up with like some bad individuals, maybe. We're still learning more about those individuals. So Kaladin, Shallon, we follow, we hear from Dalinar's perspective. He is the brother of a king, and he has a very troubled past. He used to have some substance abuse issues and some issues with violence, and now he's having some, not flashbacks, dreams. He's having some dreams, and he is trying to figure out if they're real or if he's going crazy, and the dreams are basically trying to help him understand what happened in the past of this world, because when these desolations occur, the world loses all of its technology, all of its writing, and now they are kind of left on their own to figure out what has happened in the past. We also have some other great characters like Jasna, or Yasna, however you want to say her name. I think the audiobook pronounces their names differently than I pronounce them in my head when I read them. So I hear people say different things. Jasna is Dalinar's niece. She is the daughter of the king at the beginning of the story. And who else do we have? We have Wit, who is like that character who just kind of appears at opportune moments, and he knows a lot about this world, and we don't really know why he knows a lot about this world. And he's probably, I mean, next to Kaladin, my favorite, because he's just so funny, and also whenever he appears, we just learn a lot about the world and what's going on. We have so many other characters, but those are probably the main perspectives that we hear from. I hope that makes sense. It's hard to be so far into a series and then give a coherent explanation of it without assuming that the people you're talking to have an understanding. I don't know. Okay, so like I said, I'm 200 pages into this, and I have 1,000 pages to go, but it is already action-packed. It is such a good time. I have also read more of my Kindle book today, which is Flock by Kate Stewart, and I'm liking it. I'm almost 60% into it. Hopefully I can finish it this weekend. I'll try to keep a page count of how many pages I read over this. I'll probably do all 3 days of my weekend. But it's good. I am liking how our main character, Cecilia, she has graduated high school and has to go live with her estranged father for a year to work he basically owns a technology company, and he has factories that make different types of technology, and she moves to, is it North Carolina? I think she's in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's like rural Southern America, to work in his factory. And then she meets a boy and his friends, and it's a steamy romance Kindle novel. But she is like fighting for workers' rights basically in the factory, and that has been an interesting turn. But I've enjoyed that. This is also part of a duet of novels, so I'll probably jump right into Exodus, which is the next book in this Ravenhood duet, is what it's called. It's later on Saturday. I was trying to do some clips of a vlog today, so I'll insert my lunch today. It was so good. It was I made a fried egg sandwich with sweet potato fries. Delicious. Also, I ate some ice cream, and I included a video of that. Hopefully you are enjoying this nice imagery of the food I ate today. Also, I have decorated for the holidays since I saw you last. So once I finish this clip, I will show you some of our decor. I also wanted to quickly say that I have really been enjoying listening to instrumental music while I read. It really helps me focus, and I think it helps me read faster. Also, I got some new artwork, if you can see it up there. It's from, I think his name is Dino Nimic, I'm not sure. He's a tattoo artist in Ohio, and he also does like beautiful prints. Ignore maybe the like Christmas pics I have stuck in them that I just needed a place to go, but they are beautiful and I have enjoyed having them up there. But what was I saying? I've liked listening to music while I read this book because it helps me focus, and I have trouble focusing sometimes, and it kind of gets my phone out of my hand. Also, I just wanted to mention how Rhythm of War, the Stormlight Archives in general, and Brandon Sanderson's other books I've read, also the Mistborn series, our characters have such problems. Like, okay, they have such personal problems. Like, I don't want to say mental problems. They really address their mental health in these books. Like, Kaladin obviously has, like, issues with depression and probably post-traumatic stress from the experiences that he's had, and he is really dealing with that in the first few chapters of Rhythm of War, and I'm enjoying it so much. His dialogue with his characters, his internal dialogue with his characters, and the dialogue between characters is just so good. I love it so much. It can be funny, it's impactful. Brandon Sanderson's characters are just so good, and Shallan has a lot of personality issues as well. That's putting it lightly, but I'm trying not to spoil anything. And I just love watching these characters try to find happiness, watching them with their friends and seeing how their friends want to help them and how they just want to make the world better, but also like just live their lives. I don't know, it's so good. It's so good. But I'm going to continue reading. I just wanted to mention those few things. Dinner is a little Mediterranean bowl with rice, spinach, sweet potato tots. That's so not Mediterranean, but also Kalamata olives, marinated mushrooms, and pickled corn, which is also probably not Mediterranean, but oh, there's hummus too. That's definitely Mediterranean. But here is my take on that. wanted to share these really cute pajama pants I got from Gap over the Black Friday holiday, but they're like joggers, but also flannel, and they have pockets, and they're in this really cute like yellowy golden plaid pattern. I really like them. They're so comfortable. I just wanted to share. I'll link them if I can still find them. Yes, a little pajama outfit of the morning for you, but I'm getting ready to work out, so I am going to try to have a better start to my day than I did yesterday. I shouldn't say better, I should just say more productive start to my day. So let's see if I can do a little outfit change for you. I need a mirror with better lighting. But also, this outfit, I don't know if you can tell, these pants, I'll just show you them here. These are so cute. These are from Old Navy's athletic wear, and they have like a coppery golden kind of like constellation star space theme to them. I really like them. They also have pockets. And then my top is the shanty crop from Athleta. I can't stop with the Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic, Athleta combo. So that's basically what I own and what I wear. So I'm going to work out now. I read 100 pages of Rhythm of War yesterday. I feel like it takes me a little longer to read just because it is like a more dense fantasy, and I'm like actively paying attention and studying the world and the culture and the politics and the geography and the science. There's a lot, but because there's a lot, it's really good. So I'm going to work out, and then I have a couple videos I want to film. It's December, so I've got to start doing my end of the year wrap-ups. So I was planning out some of those this morning also while I had my coffee. So let's work out, and then I'll get ready and hopefully film some good videos and then read. I just don't know what to do with myself on these weekends off. I am living for it, and I have tomorrow off too, so who knows what I'll get into. It's reading. Spoiler alert, I don't do much besides read, and I'll probably go to the grocery store. Exciting, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I look much different than I did in that earlier clip when I had just gotten up, but I filmed a couple videos. We got some Chipotle, which was delicious as always, and now I think I'm going to, I've had 2 cups of coffee today, but I kind of want something hot to drink. Maybe I'll make some tea and sit down and do some reading. No, I've listened to some of my Tom Petty audio book today. It's good. They're doing a lot of cocaine at the moment. He's hanging out with Stevie Nicks and enjoying it, liking it. He has some family issues though. He has had family issues through this whole biography, but it's really good. And with Rhythm of War, I am just still at it. I'm on almost to page 300, which is nothing in the scheme of a 1,200 page book. Well, I guess it is something. It is 25%. Nick is shaving his head. You can probably hear him listening to some Twitch in the bathroom. But I filmed a bridge for a book tag that Megan from Megan's Reading Revelations has done recently, and it was a lot of fun to film. And then I also filmed some winter reading recommendations, so that was also really fun to film. And as I was filming, it was like so beautiful and sunny out, and then like right when I was like halfway through my last video, it got so dark. I don't know if you can tell, probably not, but now it looks like it's going to rain. But I'm going to pick up my book. Hey, I have it here with the dust jacket on it, probably the first time in this vlog, because I was taking some pictures with it and filming. But yes, I'm going to get started. I don't know, you can kind of see. I've made some progress, but it's so Good. It's so good. And I will just leave it at that for now. Have you had a good weekend? Have you had a good weekend?
Yes.
Have you had a good weekend? I've had a great weekend. First weekend off in forever. I've read so much. I have another day off tomorrow, Monday. Gonna read even more. Probably film some more videos. I'm sitting in Nick's seat now. Are you coming over here? He also has some Warcraft to play since the new expansion released. Do you have any comments?
No.
He'll get used to the YouTube husband life eventually. Got the fire going. Nice and cozy in here. And I've read the first part of Rhythm of War. I almost said Words of Radiance. And it's so good. I'm over 300 pages in now, and that still just feels like so insignificant. But it would almost finish a normal book. But I'm gonna keep going. And we still have another whole day off from work, so hopefully I can be very productive. Just a little snack, you know, making the last of my turkey sugar cookies, the traditional frozen stick on the pan sugar cookies, and some peppermint tea. Gonna make for some great rainy afternoon reading. Hi you guys, it is Tuesday and I just wanted to check in and wrap up this vlog. I didn't end up vlogging any yesterday on Monday. I did work out and I read quite a bit and then I ate a whole frozen pizza. So I just had a nice relaxing day and I've really been trying to focus all of my energy into Rhythm of War. And I feel like I've put so much time into it, but I'm just not, I don't want to say I'm not making progress. I definitely am. I'm on page 378 now, which is a pretty good way in, but I'm just really focusing and paying attention and enjoying this book. So I counted up all the pages that I read over these last 3 days, and it only ended up being like 330 altogether. I read over 200 pages in Rhythm of War. Then I read like 100 pages in my Kindle book, Flock by Kate Stewart, which I am liking more. I'll talk about that. And then I read, I think it only ended up being like 20 pages of my audiobook. But I listened to like an hour of it. And an hour of it was only 20 pages. I know like audiobooks can definitely take longer to listen to, but I'm listening to it at 1.8 speed. But it's also really good. I mean, with it, it's the biography by Warren Zanes, and it's really good. He's just so dedicated to his music, and it is really nice to listen to. Haha, because he makes music also. Flock by Kate Stewart. This last, probably after I passed the 60%, 65% mark, I'm liking it a lot more. She kind of has two love interests at the moment, and I'm liking her second love interest. I think he's more interesting, he's more complex, he's more of an intellectual, and I really like it. But the like basis of her men that she's interested in is that they're kind of like not really a gang, but imagine like a biker gang but with muscle cars and a lot of philosophy too. It's interesting, and I would say the first 2/3 of it was more like 3 stars, just because I don't love our main female character, and obviously that plays a really big role in your romance novel. But now that she is getting with a different guy, she still has both guys. This is like a multiple, what's it? This is more like polyamorous, I guess you would say. But I'm enjoying it more this last little bit. And I've heard that you don't really know where the plot's going until you've gotten like 95% into the book. So I am getting there. I think I'm like 80% right now. I really want to finish it and then probably go ahead and start the second book in the duet. And Rhythm of War, what can I say? It's so good. I love Kaladin. He is he's really advocating for his mental health right now and helping people, but in like maybe not so much of a soldiery war type way. And it is just so good. That probably doesn't make any sense if you haven't read any of the series, but it's so good. I love Kaladin. I'll just sing his praises. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm going to go now and get some groceries. Ooh, and the sun just is really hitting at an interesting angle. So thank you all for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.